If we've had an athlete handle himself any better under the hot, bright lights of stardom.
Here is Calderon. The Cavaliers making the shot. That one goes. Count it.
Well, you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Cleveland leading by 12. And Shumpert kicks to Love. Outside Shumpert. Six on the shot clock. Kicks it to Dellavedova. Back to Shumpert. Now the pass to Love. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Love's got his second basket.
Fantastic pass. He turned that one into a pretty easy basket for his teammate.
Here's AC, and down it goes. Dunk through off a wonderful assist. I like that they're taking it inside and taking advantage of each opportunity, Clark, to chip away at the deficit.
Yeah, and doing it with the dunk is a major energizer, too. Gets the momentum going.
Yeah, and I think the interior defense, as good a job offensively as we saw, the defensive presence was almost non-existent. Well, they may see this lead disappear if they continue to give up those easy points.
Irving for three. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
How about that one? A perfect finish to the half for them to tack another 3 points onto their lead.
That'll do it for the first half. Cavaliers lead by 15. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with LeBron, and you obviously have been very productive. How pleased are you with where you're getting the basketball and how you're scoring?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance right now, but, not so pleased with, how I'm trying to, help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the flow as well as keep myself in a good group, too. So hopefully I can do a better job of that in the second half.
LeBron, thank you. Kevin, he can't do it by himself.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of quarter number 3. As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
Well, Irving has simply been great. He has 14 points, and he's hit 4 from beyond the arc. A weapon with those three-point shots.
Yeah, you said it. I mean, he is using the long-range jumper to deadly effect, Clark.
And on the floor for Derek Fisher as we get into the second half, we've got Hardaway. Bargnani is out there with Quincy Ace. Then it's Anthony. And it's Galloway in at the point guard position. Intercepted. And LeBron with a clear path to the hoop. Rips down the breakaway slam.
That is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
Timofey Mozgov, 7'1", a shot blocker and rebounder. Still pretty foul-prone defensively, but he has really become an interior presence.
Anthony with it. He's picked up by James. Anthony nowhere around. Mozgov grabs the board.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question. And that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead.
That's good.
Well, as long as the threes keep dropping for him, he'll continue firing away.
And they are dropping for him. What a game he's having from deep.
And the Knicks with possession here. Anthony up on top. James covering. Bargnani. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mozgov's got his third rebound tonight. Here's Dellavedova. Covered by Anthony. Dellavedova kicks to LeBron. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. 16 points for LeBron.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Well, that's 3 of the last 5 makes having been behind the three-point line. So, got to make some adjustments defensively.
And Clark, while we have a moment, let's show you the list of players who put up the most points last year. Second, Carmelo Anthony. LeBron James third.
And what an option either one of these two guys gives you, because they're both excellent safety valves when an offense is struggling.
The Knicks shooting the ball at 42%. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
And stolen by Love. Now Cleveland moving it up. Irving leading the charge.
How's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway. Self-service.
The most magnificent alley-oop he could have chosen.
And he pulled it off, too. Remarkable.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, gentlemen, we all know the NBA has been adapting elements of the European game to its own game. It's a style that Cavs coach David Blatt is more than familiar with from his time abroad. Asked if he'd play LeBron at the stretch four, he said, quote, "You'll see LeBron there. You'll see LeBron all over the floor just like he's used to playing. I don't have to change him." Guys, when you've got the best player in the world, it's certainly easier.
All right, thank you, Doris. And LeBron accustomed to playing before. Arguably now his best position. Buries it down low. 15 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
You know, last year the Knicks played at a very slow tempo, 29th actually in the NBA in pace. And at times when things slow down in the half court, that's when they really struggled to score.
Here's Dellavedova. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Love kicks to Dellavedova. He's looking for Love and finds him. Can't get it to go. And New York will come the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Off his foot, and it's being called a kickball. Well, with pace, as you were saying, Clark, the Knicks would try and slow it down themselves, as you said, but that really didn't help them within the conference.
And, you know, the Knicks went 500 against the rest of the East, but really with the talent they had, you would have expected them to do better.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Mozgov. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Now Anthony following the miss by Anderson Varejão from deep. Anthony against Varejão.
Well, there were so many whispers and rumors last year of whether or not Carmelo was going to stay in New York or not. But, seems like he dealt with the distractions and obviously had a tremendous season.
And Carmelo's free agency might have been a distraction, but you can't blame that for the Knicks' struggles.
No, and he did the right thing refusing to talk about it. I thought he handled that fairly well, but while his free agency didn't cause their struggles, I'd say their struggles did weigh heavily in his free agency deliberation.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Shumpert's checked in, and New York with a change here too. Jose Calderon, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr.
The Cavs were an all-out mess last year, and a lot of that was because of their depth. They just did not have the punch off the bench to keep Reeves and bring them back into games. They are killing them with that three-point shot here in the second half.
Well, the defense fully stretched out trying to stop that shot and still not able to get it done.
Here's Larkin. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Pass to Calderon. Anthony in the corner. New York, no good that time either.
And with the Cavs, their score differential for their reserves really tells the story. Just way too many points given away when that second unit came onto the floor. It was something they needed to address in the offseason, and they did.
Now Smith, after the missed 3 by Carmelo. And another 3 from Smith. Smith's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Cleveland. New York calls timeout. And for the Cavs, depth certainly won't be an issue this time around. A lot of changes and growth for them, resulting in a much deeper and talented roster.
And, you know, Kevin, people still underestimate the importance of having a strong bench. The Cavs really struggled with that last year, but with LeBron starting and pushing former starters to the bench, they'll be in a much stronger position.
Jason Smith is a really good player, but he's had some tough luck with injuries recently between the torn labrum in his shoulder back in 2013 and then knee issue last season. He's only managed to play 82 games over the last 2 years.
Smith hits them both. And Jason Smith, a valuable pick-and-pop big man who's also a strong finisher inside. Some nice versatility offensively.
I'd agree, and defensively, he's able to get off of his feet and block some shots, too, so he's just really quality big guy.
And he gets it to go.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Calderon passes to Larkin.
An 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
Outside Irving. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The Knicks have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the 3rd. That leaves room for improvement, certainly. Here's Anthony. And he overshot that one, missing.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Shot's good. 9 points for Iman Shumpert.
And the threes continue to go down at that end with almost nothing happening from deep at the other.
But the way to turn that around is defensively, by stopping their outside shot, not by getting into a shootout.
Defensive foul.
The Knicks shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game. And he knocks down the first one. And New York making a change here. And Calderon drops them both. 11 seconds left in the 3rd. In the corner, Irving with it. Here's Varejao, and it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the 4th.
I think they're going to be able to see pretty clearly on the replay that the shot left his hands in time, guys. The evidence is right there.
Yeah, and this is a big call, guys. I mean, they're going to take a very close look at it, even if it seems clear-cut at first glance.
And they're going to count it. They're overturning the original call after looking at the replay.
Yeah, good to see them get that one right. That's exactly why we have this rule in place. And I like it. Each basket is so important in these games that you've just got to make sure you get it right at the end of the quarters.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Cavaliers ahead, running away with it. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter of action when we return.
Hey, Mr. Venom. Yo, hola.
Bring your costume. It's Halloween in the NBA. Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs take on Eric Bledsoe and the Phoenix Suns live this Friday night.
And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Well, tremendous point guard play, but that's nothing new coming from him. This is what you expect, the gorgeous feed there.
Thompson and Varejao at the 4 and 5. Iman Shumpert is out there with Irving, and it's LeBron in at the small forward. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And that is good. Early's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Knicks. And here is LeBron. On the wing, Irving. James kicks to Shumpert. Cleveland moving it around. James outside. 5 on the clock. Outside Shumpert. Misses off the left iron.
Well, as far as jump shots go, that's as high percentage as it gets.
I'm not sure how that didn't go down.
Larkin dishes to Shved.
You know, the NBA continues to get better at analyzing data and charting game results. Shouldn't surprise you that players shoot better off the catch than they do off the dribble. It's a big reason passing and ball movement tends to be more effective than one-on-one isolation play.
And the first one drops. And Clark, you mentioned the value of passing over isolation basketball. The term has even arisen for that one-man approach. They call it, Steve, hero ball.
Yeah, I think Doc Rivers may have made up that phrase. I love it. It's so true. You can't win with hero ball. You really